Today we're going to install the DirtyBike hard enduro skid plate on an Ultra Bee. The tools you're going to need for this installation are 10 wrench, a 4 and a 5 Allen, and a ratchet. First thing we have to do is remove the old skid plate. There's 6 bolts that hold it on. Now you want to save the 2 longest bolts that came out of it. Those 2 are the long ones. You're going to save those for the installation later. There's the skid plate. It comes with the feet already installed, the center load distribution block, the bottom hardware, the side hardware, and the front hardware nuts, which are going to be the reused bolts. These skid plates tend to relax, and they're not quite in the right position anymore. When they came out of the mold, they were much closer. So it makes assembly a lot easier if you just bend them closer to their shape. Don't worry about overbending it. You're not going to break it. And then we'll push them. It's a little better. Better. So now we're going to install it. It's pretty easy, but there's a couple of steps. First, we're going to hook the feet up under the rear cross member, and then the load distribution bracket goes in here, fits right up on those, and the lower screw goes through the skid plate and up into here, and we'll find that nut. The front hardware, the ones we reused, go through the front and through the skid plate with a nut on the back, and then the side hardware goes in this, and we'll install them in the side. First, we're going to install the skid plate onto the cross member. We want to make sure we don't pinch the kickstand wires. We want the feet to come up around both of them, like that, making sure that nothing is pinched. Looks pretty good. Next, we're going to insert the plate with a screw. So we'll set it in there and find the screw and get it started. Helps if you move the plate around a little bit to find the holes. Don't snug them, but don't tighten them. Next, we're going to get the reused screws. This is where a friend might be helpful. I'm going to bend these up and insert them through. Same with the other side. All right, we're going to install the nut on the back side. Again. Now the first side. Being very careful to get it square. You might need a friend again. You want to bend it in so it comes in nice and square. All right, now the other side. Being careful to go in straight. And now to tighten it all down, we'll start with the bottom screws. The front screws with the 10mm wrench. The other side. And then both of the sides. That's it. You're done.